Thursday, 27th of August 2020. Good afternoon from Europe. Good morning, good evening guys, wherever you are. Piotr here, this is Light Forex Global YouTube channel. 3 minutes ahead of the US cash open. 15 minutes after the Powell starts his Jackson's Hole remarks. Still at the background, I'm going to mute that one. Guys, we are going to discuss this, but risk warning at the beginning. Please bear in mind, trading on margin carries a high level of risk, may not be suitable for all investors. You can sustain a loss of some or all initial investment, so please do not invest the money you cannot afford to lose. Seek education, gain experience before risking real money. However, past performance doesn't guarantee future results. All right, guys, what we have when it comes to the Powell. Just the few, right, informations based on the tweet from the Steve Liesman. Fed makes historic change to the monetary policy strategy. Committee will seek to achieve 2% inflation over the time. Fed, in that case, may aim for inflation above 2% to hit average if inflation runs persistently below the target. Well, we didn't get any informations what they mean by the average, but well, okay. Committee is prepared to use its full range of tools to achieve its maximum employment and price stability goals. Fed will not hesitate to act if inflation rises above levels consistent with our goal, etc., etc., etc. Well, I would say, based on the first comments, it's not that dovish as some may expected. Number one. Number two, what's the most crowded FX trade right now besides the Turkish lira short, right? Short US dollar. Well, guys, if you remember, we were discussing yesterday, end of the month approaching, T+2 today. So if some guys are going to make some settlement done this month, they have to do that today. Somewhere closer to the London fix, maybe end of the day when it comes to the US session. I told you yesterday, guys, the real reaction into that might happen later on. It could be Friday, Monday. It could be beginning of the next month. The next Fed meeting is gonna be very, very, very interesting. But yes, dollar is losing the ground for now. Well, it's gonna be worth to watch the price action around the London fix, meaning do your job within the next 1 hour, 30 minutes. For now, let's have a look what we have when it comes to the Nasdaq cash open. As usual, first 5-minute trading range. Well, it was plenty of suspicious that the Powell speech been scheduled 3:10 CET, 20 minutes ahead of the open, mostly because of the possibility in case of negative market reaction to react when it comes to the central bankers, right? We will see what's going to happen. But of course, we've seen, instead of the sell-off, we've seen huge rally. Right? Before the market open. Okay, first minute and what's 31 today. It might be very interesting right after. Anyway, we are watching what's going to happen. Briefly, euro dollar hitting and testing 1870-19 levels, creating very long upper shadow. Still long way to go, but guys, Powell wasn't that dovish as many expected. The most crowded FX trade within G7 is a short dollar. Be careful trying to chase the market right now, right here, when it comes to trying to short the dollar. Another one, cable. What happened? Big stop count, attempt to create upper shadow. What we have all around the dollar. It's like using the Powell speech to hit more stops, to find more liquidity. Guys, we are discussing very often this stuff. Of course, not now, not yet, but watching very carefully. Top of the hour, then London fix, then end of the day. Well, if that's gonna be, that's what I'm waiting for. Initial move to the opposite side and the real move. But it might not happen within 5 minutes. It might not happen within 4 hours, right? Be careful, watching very, very carefully what kind of the developments we are going to get. Australian dollar testing top of the channel we have here for quite some time. We were trying 3 times. I told you guys, 1, 2, 3. So now without some kind of the failure to the downside, higher, more stops to the upside, where we are going to get the daily close. That's gonna be very, very interesting, right? That's what I'm watching. That's what I'm waiting for. Let's get back to Nasdaq, where we are. Whoa! Looks like market may totally want to do opposite what was the idea behind Powell early speech. We will see, guys. 2 minutes still. And for sure we have wider than 50 right now. Yeah, 70 guys. We'll see. Anyway, for sure there is going to be the update this evening, either right after the US close, maybe closer to the Tokyo Open. I'm going to spend and monitor the action. Hopefully we are going to read the market the way, well, that's at least it's gonna if not earn money, then save the money. Capital preservation, don't forget guys. Anyway, last 50 seconds. So the Powell Riley being stopped out, right? So of course that's the first supply, but that's the cash open. Supply is somewhere here, and I wouldn't be surprised if we going to make even hit more stops, right? Why? Why not? But the move to the upside is a little bit above the last 3 when it comes to the sizes moves. So might be just stop hunt, and this type of the correction seen here, right, on Monday could be underway. I thought that we are going to do that overnight, pre-market, during the Tokyo hours, especially that the Nikkei ended, if I'm not mistaken, ended lower, right? Anyway, we also get, before the Powell speech, we get the preliminary GDP quarter to quarter. Well, was better than what market was expecting. Of course, spoiler, I'm joking. 32.5 minus, that was market expectations. We got minus 31.7. Weekly jobless claims, 1 million. And been weaker a bit what market was expecting. Okay, we going lower, still trying at least to go lower, but the range is nice and wide compared to what we had previously, right? So what I would like to see, I'm going to look to fade some kind of the rally, either around the cash open or with some fireworks to the upside and stop count post Powell speech, for example, right? To the downside, at least I would like to see the pullback, right, towards yesterday first 5-minute trading range. So as I mentioned yesterday, 11,750, 11,720, somewhere there. Can we get that big pullback? Well, of course. Okay, so that's the Nasdaq. Watching carefully, guys. Digital told ya, don't chase short dollar. cable. Of course, don't flip and start to chase long dollar, right? Let's wait, guys. Let's be careful. Sometimes it's better to get a little bit worse entry, but you know, to have this 1 or 2% of the I wouldn't say certainty because it's not maybe not great word, but you know, to have some kind of the confirmation. I think that we might get something post London fix closer to the US cash close. With that being said, guys, don't chase the market. End of the month flow as well. Powell's speech. Plenty of things to watch. Maybe it's a smart way to trade with the lower exposure. With that being said, for sure I'm going to get back around the US or post-US cash close ahead of the Tokyo Open. I'm looking again. I'm looking to buy the dollar. I told you, and I'm looking to fade indices a bit. With that being said, don't be trapped and see you around. Goodbye, guys. Goodbye, goodbye.